just wanted to do a quick message for you because there's been a lot of questions around, do I need an admin? What do I get my admin to do? Is it the right decision? It's going to cost me another 15, 20 grand a year. It's a worry, it's a concern. And I think that is coming from what we call a scarcity mindset, whereby you're thinking about the negative outcomes of it rather than actually thinking about the possibilities of what an admin is going to do for you. Thinking from a growth mindset, from a building, from one that's actually going to help you to create the life that you want and create the business that you want. So for all of those that are contemplating an administrator, don't think about the annual salary that it's going to cost you. Think about the actual monthly salary that it's going to cost you. Because if you're going to put them on 15 grand a year or, 18 grand a year, possibly even 20 grand a year, then you're talking £1,600 a month, which in actual fact, for most of you should be one deal. For us, it's half a deal because our average deal is 3,200. So when you think about that in a cost perspective, that's massive. So what do you get your admin to do when they first come on? And bearing in mind, I've been in this 13 years. I've had multiple different administrators. I've had teams previously and I've got teams now. And generally it's the same thing. And I've been speaking to a lot of my academy members over the course of the last week or so. And the admin question continually keeps coming up. And generally everybody does the same thing when it comes to getting an admin. So the first thing that you want to get your admin doing is answering the phone and doing your diary management. I did a post earlier in the group around answering the phone and the fact of how easy it is to get distracted when you're in the midst of research, when you're in the mid of having to quote a client, submit a DIP, submit an application. The worst thing you can have is the phone ringing and having to stop and do that because you lose your focus, you lose your speed and your energy to get that done. So number one is answering the phone and equally booking people into your diary. I haven't answered the phone for years. I'm the last resort because everybody else in the team has to answer it before me because that's what the owner of the business is. We're working on bigger things and bigger projects. And the same as you guys. You need somebody answering the phone. You need somebody managing your diary, booking in your new leads, getting people into the system, making sure that, you are focused on the money-making activities and building the business. Number two is getting them doing your commission reconciling, your zero bookkeeping or your QuickBooks. I wish I'd done this a hell of a lot sooner than I actually did. But actually just having somebody to reconcile the commission every single month, that is such a tedious task. It's a needs must, but anybody can realistically do it if they use a computer and you've got the right sheets and commission bits and bobs in front of you. So just actually doing that on a weekly or a monthly basis makes life so much easier, saves you that administration time. It's a lower value task that doesn't help you to go and create more commission, more money and more profit within your business. Number three, I know a lot of you struggle for time, but the most important element of your business is marketing, is the ability to find new leads. In the world that we live in now, it's social media. When I started in my business, we were buying leads from the likes of Money Supermarket and all of those people, LeadBay, PAA Leads, and various others who I can't remember the name of. But we also bought data. And it was that bad that people were entering into competitions and saying, would you like life insurance? Yes, was the answer to the question. And if they ticked that, it would say, have you got life insurance? No. And then the next one would be, would you like a quotation for life insurance? We were speaking to 100 people to get one deal. When I first started in the mortgage industry, I was knocking on doors. Now you can go and do a post on social media and you can get hundreds, if not thousands of views once you understand how to leverage it and how to utilize it. So getting your administrator to help you be consistent with one post a day, or you do one post and then they put it onto the other social media channels. You do one video on Facebook and they learn how to put it out on LinkedIn, YouTube and Instagram. That is such a time-saving job. I've had marketing and I've had administrators almost since day one. So having that is going to help you to attract new leads. Equally, and having someone who's answering your phone, booking your diaries, helping you with the QuickBooks, that's going to save you a lot of time. If you love networking, you could get out to more networking events. as well as your PA, your admin could find the networking events in your local area whilst looking around on social media and going to do those. Number 4, the bane of most of your lives, I'm sure. You do a deal. You get a mountain of paperwork in from your client. And not only do you have to upload it to the lender, you have to go and upload it to your network. So you're doing the job twice, which is taking you twice as long. If it takes half an hour to get it onto the lender's website and then half an hour to get it over to the network's website, that's an hour. If you're doing 2 deals a week, that's huge. Not to mention everything else that you're actually booking in, all the new leads and the strategy calls. So taking the time to upload that documentation, making sure that it's done right, making sure that what needs to be sent out is sent out. Suitability letters, demands and needs, reasons whys, whatever you call them. Uploading all that documentation is a complete waste of time for you. Couple of hours a week invested into marketing is going to help you to get that extra 1 deal a week to pay for your administrator. And finally, number 5 is your chasing. Chasing clients for documents after you've done your initial strategy call. Oh my God, that is probably one of the most painstaking things, but it's the element of the process that takes the most amount of time. So once you've got your pay slips, your bank statements, your P60s, your credit reports, your ID, your proof of address, all of that on file, your proof of deposit. Then you get it back from your administrator and then you do the fact find and you work on it. But actually chasing those clients should be down to your PA and your administrator. Because then it comes down to sitting on hold. How much time do you waste sitting on hold to the solicitor, chasing lenders, chasing insurers, all of that stuff? It is just the biggest bugbear. Yesterday, I had to find my solicitor for a land deal that we're trying to do. I sat on hold for 32 minutes. That's my solicitor. I've emailed them and they're not getting back to me. So it's one of those things that you have to get somebody else to do it for you in order to be able to leverage your time. So just to recap for those of you that are tuning in, the top 5 jobs that you need to get your admin to do is number 1, answer the phone and diary management. Number 2, your Xero or your QuickBooks reconciling along with your commission. Number 3 is helping out with your social media posting and making sure that you've been consistent, as well as repurposing that onto other social media channels. Number 4 is uploading your documents to your network, onto your CRM, doing all of that jazz. Number 5 is then chasing every bloody bugger in the process. Chasing your clients to get your documents in, chasing your solicitors, chasing your lenders, chasing your insurers, sitting on hold for you, providing the customer service. If you are absolutely swamped, then having somebody who can actually free you up a little bit to get better customer service into your clients is going to get you more referrals, more recommendations, and it's going to make your life a lot easier, less stressful, but equally your clients are going to love you for it. It's 1 deal a month. Every single one of you can, I guarantee, can find 1 deal a month. So what do you then spend? All this time that you've now saved by giving these 5 things to your administrator, what do you do with that time? Will you invest it in higher money activities, income generating activities, money making tasks, whatever you want to call it? So you do, number 1, more networking. Get out there, see more people, go to more events, try more different things. Number 2, more marketing. Marketing is the lifeblood of the business. If you go to my Gary Das page yesterday, I did a video based on the 4 impact areas of a business that you need to be monitoring: your marketing, your sales, your admin, and your finances. It's also going to be this week's podcast episode. So if you prefer to listen, then that'll be out on Thursday. Number 3, contacting existing clients. This is the one thing since I got back to mortgages in 2016, and probably along with not doing marketing for 10 years, along with letting my best mate buy into my business and not having clearly defined roles as business partners, I would say probably the one thing that I've failed on was having better relationships with the clients that we've got. But we're now changing that. We're sending Christmas cards out this month. My glorious wife has the pleasure of writing nearly 400 business cards. What am I talking about? Christmas cards. But contacting existing clients, giving them a call every 3, 6, 9, 12 months, maintaining that relationship with them, asking for referrals, getting your reviews in, all of that stuff you can actually do. Or even your administrator can help you do. But it's much better to have 1,000 clients who buy everything that you do and spend £1,000 with you than have 10,000 clients and only 1,000 of them do something with you. There's one thing you got to realize. 80% of your income will come from 20% of your clients. 80% of your income will come from 20% of your clients. So you need to find the 20% who buy everything that you sell. So if you've got 100 clients currently, 20% of those will buy absolutely everything. The mortgage, the life insurance, the critical illness, the family income benefit, the income protection. You can refer them out for a will. You can refer them out for health insurance. They will do everything with you. Pension referral, investment referral. That is then going to bring more money back into your business. So number one, we've got more networking. Number two, more marketing. Number three, contacting all your existing clients and having better relationships. Number four is going to be a direct result of more networking and more marketing. More strategy calls and fact finds. Your time is way better spent speaking to more clients, doing more strategy calls, doing more fact finds than it is chasing clients for documents. You know, I would much rather do one video and get 5 leads from it than do one strategy call or fact find. My job for my business is marketing and to generate more leads, because the only way I've been able to grow and the only way you're going to be able to grow is if you can get more leads into your business. And you've got to look at it from the point of view that it's better to be servicing, it's better to be doing one video that gets more leads or doing more marketing and working. Fucking hell, get my language out. It's much better to be doing one more video or more marketing that's going to generate you 5 more leads than dealing with one lead. So more strategy calls, more fact finds on a weekly basis, more speaking to the people. And number 5, where everybody can make an improvement, everybody can go through personal development, everybody can continue to keep learning, is protection sales. Everybody should not be focusing just purely on a mortgage. The mortgage is the given. When a client comes to me wanting a mortgage, I would say I'm bordering on arrogance with the point of view that they are going to use me. Why else would they be coming to me? The fact of the matter is the sale comes in and 50% of your money, your income, your turnover, your profit is going to come from selling protection. You are better off doing 5 mortgages fully protected than doing 10 mortgages unprotected. And equally, I think it's going to be a big PPI scam. I think there's going to be big complaints. I think there's going to be big issues. I know that a lot of you have got fears, frustrations, anxieties, worries around clawback. Then take it on non-indemnity if that worries you. If you've got advisors, make sure that you hold a clawback pot of 10 to 15, 20%. But make sure that you understand how to sell it and sell it proficiently and effectively. People don't buy protection. They buy the outcome and the avoidance of the fear of not having it. So what would happen if? And you need to be investing in your skills as a salesperson. Think about how much time you have invested into your job as a mortgage advisor. You need to be doubling that when it comes to selling protection. And as your business grows and as you start to write more mortgages, you will be needing to have in your business someone to manage your existing clients, your product transfers and your remortgages. Someone to focus purely on protection, because you can either be a GP or you can be a consultant. And somebody just focusing purely on GI, because the GI is the annual reason to speak to your clients. It's the excuse every 12 months or 11, 13 months that you've got to speak to your clients, find out what's going on in their life, upsell them, get recommendations, get referrals, build relationships. So just to recap for anybody who is tuning in now, if you do want to go back to the beginning, 5 reasons you need a PA and what you get them to do. Number 1, answer the phone and diary management. Number 2, doing all your Zero, your QuickBooks, your commission reconciling. Number 3, help out with your social media posting. Number 4, uploading documentation to your lenders, to your CRMs, to your ARs. Number 4, that was number 4. Number 5, chasing everybody. Documents from clients, solicitors, lenders, estate agents, sitting on hold. That is not your valuable time. And then what do you do with all that time that you've now saved? More networking, more marketing, contacting and maintaining relationships with existing clients and upselling and referring out for additional products. Strategy calls, fact finds. More people you speak to, more deals you get done. And finally, number 5, protection sales. But not just actually doing the sales and having the conversation, investing time into selling, learning how to sell, learning how to get more clients over the line, addressing where you haven't made sales, going back to old clients and trying to upsell them protection. So I hope that gives you some indication around administration. It's a big area. I think every single one of you needs an admin from day one. Yes, it can be scary. Yes, it can be daunting, but you've got to do what's called burning your boats, giving yourself no reason to go backwards. You might invest a little bit of time into training them, but if you get somebody good, or equally, you get an apprentice, 10 grand a year, 12 grand a year, you can train them from the off. I've had an apprentice for the whole of this 12 months. Toby's good. He needs to be managed. He needs to be monitored. He needs to be set weekly tasks to make sure that he's kept on point. But he answers the phones. He books in the new leads for the advisors. He's chasing the life insurance. He bagged a £6,000 life insurance premium for an existing, £6,000 life insurance commission for an existing client when they called up, wanted to get the details of their policy. Rather than letting them go elsewhere, he said, what are you actually up to? Why do you need the information? And he managed to redo them a new policy over a longer term. They've had another medical condition. We did the full assessment and everything, and I've double checked it and it's all good. But it is the right advice for the client. And that's within the space of 11 months. He's able to upsell and do some protection sales. So equally, if you get them right, they will actually pay for themselves in the additional business that they will generate for you from maintaining better relationships, asking for referrals, getting the testimonials, and working with your clients. So hope that helps. Any questions, hit me up. But otherwise, remember, now is the time to become pro.